Yeah.
So, it's been about a month since the evil Lich Man Namek made his attack upon the Empire in each of the four main cities in the capital. Having expelled the attack in the capital, the Ranger of the. Crap, I'm blanking on what group he was in again. Double check this. Yes, I should have known that. Sagittarius Brigade, the Tabaxi Ranger Erik, went back to assist his legate in Saggitea, deal with the onslaught of Fey and Undead that have assaulted there. During that time, he has been promoted to third in command of the brigade and has been given a new mission to help deal with the still ongoing threat that is not fully settled there yet. We join him sitting outside, waiting for his new comrades to meet with his legate outside one of the tree houses in the city of Saggitea. As you see, Karlika sitting on, like, leaning against the tree, that normal scarf she has wrapped, kind of woodsy themed scarf kind of wrapped around her neck like she always does. A couple bows on her back, hair tied back in the ponytail. Just kind of fiddling with a knife in her hand.
First question.
Yes.
Are these new recruits late?
Um, you guys are a little early, so they should be getting there in within 5 minutes or so. They're going to be end up being late.
Of course they're late.
She kind of shrugs and puts her hand, like, says, does the five, like, waves her hand. It says, like, 5 more minutes.
New recruits never understand military time.
You kind of see her do what looks like a little chuckle, as best she can. So we're gonna jump to, let's do Survivor's new character. You kind of got your message to meet at this the location in a few minutes. Not quite sure where it was. What do you wish to do to try to get there on time?
Well, my character
And
is
if you want to describe your character, I should say as well.
sure, one second. There you go. See, my character is a tall 6'5" kind of lion man, a leonin, and with feline blue eyes and mahogany hair. He's in big and sculpted plate mail. Very, very fancy looking. Of a pure adorned of pure and yeah, Riemann iconography. Is currently out of the training yards because he is already in the digest brigade. He's currently training with his maul, kind of thinking, oh, he's got some time. He's got some time to get a few swings in. Really get back into practice of getting back on the field, and realize after a while, oh, I'm late. So he stows away his maul, all gathers his pack, and double times it over to their meeting spot.
You hear another recruit going, "You lose track of time there, Ajax." As you're running off.
Give me a bit. It's my first. It's it's just my first week. My first since boot.
Hey, you got personally selected by Karlika. Don't let her down, man.
Well, I completely forgot we were going to be recruits in this. I had to adjust some things in the backstory, just so you know.
Well, you're not total recruits. This is your first major mission.
Okay. Because he was just a standard bear grunt. So before this.
So you
We'll-
head
we'll
off
get-
to the meeting place. We're gonna jump over to Skull Smasher. Describe your character.
Uh, my character's name is Edron Galanodel, and he is a high elf. Age is about 105, about 6 foot, green eyes, white skin, jet black hair. One side is actually shaved, almost skin tight, but does have a few symbols honoring his family that he does have. And he is.
I would say you're probably in one of the local wood-hewn temples that's in the area, getting ready for your mission. Correct?
Yep, just putting on a couple last minute things just to make sure I've got everything before heading out.
Last of your prayers done, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Praying for guidance on all that wonderful religious stuff, and then be heading right on over.
I forgot to ask you though, which deity did you choose as your god?
Let's see. I was kicking around 2 different ones at the time. I'll do.
Gonna say this. Look into your sheet. You don't want it to be the first one. Yeah.
First one? Okay. Now, like I said, I was kicking it around based off of my multi-class here, so we'll do Remus.
Yeah.
That's how you say it, Remus.
Yep.
So.
Oh boy, this is gonna be fun.
So.
As you head off to meet the local point, both of you guys roll initiative.
Snap. So soon.
That is to see who gets there first. So
16.
Let's see. 7.
So you get to the area first, Adrian. Is that how you said you pronounced it correct?
Adron.
Okay.
Adron. Yep, Adron.
You see the legate that you've seen a few times, and then a tabaxi man standing around with her, looking a little perturbed.
Oh, take it you're the head of this brigade.
Well, like I said, you know that Karlika, you've seen her before, and you know she is the legate, the head of the whole thing. But you've never met this cat man before.
So this is it. Is this everyone?
You see the Karlika kind of hold up her hand, do it like a one finger. As you, Erik, you know that means one more person.
Yes,
Got
yes,
one more
right.
coming in.
Of course.
And he is about, I'd say you made it on time, Adrian, but, Ajax, you show up like a couple minutes late.
Okay, Ajax bursts in, gets into position, salutes the legate, and he's assuming the sub-legate. Eric's character.
Erik very
And just
condescendingly looking at an invisible watch on his wrist.
Yeah, it's like, and
Well, Erik.
Ajax will burst into apologies. It's been hey, still being held back by my wounds, sir. But there's no I wish to extend my sincerest apologies, sir. Like he is all business.
Well, they're all here. You just want to get down to business, or do you think we should brief them here, Karlika?
You kind of cut out there. What'd you say, Wimpy? Sorry.
Should we just start going, or do you want to brief them here, Karlika?
She kind of does a thing where she kind of waves her hand, like explain everything to them.
All right. All right, please stand in line, formation line, please.
Ajax.
Be at ease.
Oh, there we go. Ajax finally puts his hand down and just stands at attention.
Hey,
I just make my way over and be like, all right, come on, let's go. Just...
All right, here's something you need to know about the Capricorn Brigade, all right? We're kind of loosey-goosey with the rules. It's more because of what we do. Not so much that
Sagittarius,
we're
not Capricorn.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's what it was written here on the notes.
Please tell me there's like an actual like
True.
note cards or something.
It says it right here in the notes. You got promoted to 3rd in command of the Capricorn Brigade.
Okay, that's my bad then. I put the wrong one in your notes. I'm sorry, Wimpy.
Okay, which one is it?
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius, okay. Here in the Sagittarius group, because of what we do, we kind of get rid of the formalities because we do very dangerous things that take highly skilled people to do. Speaking of, there was an attack about a month ago inside some of the Feywild. There's been an interesting fog that has been beset upon the forest. We are tasked to investigate exactly what has gone on with it.
When he said a month ago, Ajax and Adrian, give me a history check.
I have an advantage like in case this has to do with the whole lich attack.
Yeah, you can have advantage.
Because he was a part of the fighting.
Heck yeah, let's do this.
History. Oh, thank you. Hold on, thank you. Just with the 7s. All the 7s.
14 across the board here.
What the hell?
Yay, advantage.
Yeah, look how advantages that gives me.
Yeah, upon him mentioning that battle a month ago, you remember hearing stories of, basically everywhere he got attacked? You remember hearing about a cat, tabaxi, one that held, was kind of a hero at a fight that held off one of the vanguard forces near the capital. And you seem to remember him being kind of looking like this man you're looking at right now.
Is that for both of us or just
Just Adrian.
Just kind of looking them up and down real quick, but
Ajax will keep quiet because and wait for more information.
Yeah, basically what you remember is, you remember those fights everywhere.
It was yeah, again, Ajax will keep nothing, but he is just trying to not have PTSD at the moment.
And you gonna say anything about that then, Adrian?
not at this time.
Okay.
I'm just gonna hold it out, just see what happens.
Anything else you want to say to brief them, Erik?
No, that's just about it. Just, we've got to figure out what's going on, and that's what Erik do. He's brief to the point, and let's go.
Okay. You see Karlika kind of nod and do the typical salute. What would this be? Ajax and Adrian, give me a perception check with that.
What do
There
you?
we go, perceptive.
Let's
Go
go.
ahead.
13.
This was a pretty low check. You both notice she's not talking. And she didn't say the typical Iter ad Astra salute when she did the salute like most of the other high-ranking people always seem to do.
I'd like to kind of do an inside check. It's got me a little on
Okay,
edge.
yeah, go ahead.
19.
From what you can tell, you don't think she's actually able to talk. That scarf she has around her neck, you think it might be hiding something.
Hey,
that noted.
hey, listen. And Eric's just gonna stare right at Adrin. Listen, I know she's attractive, but it's impolite to stare, my dude.
I just, obviously roll my eyes, but like, really? Just shake my head and roll my eyes. Like, not at this time.
You see her
Sir.
kind of look, and she kind of pulls down her scarf, and you see a real big scar kind of across her throat, and she pulls it back up.
Interesting. That's good to know. Good to know.
Ajax will pipe up. Sir, do we have any idea what we're up against?
A fog. Probably some sort of corrupted Fey that might be causing the fog. Or something completely, entirely different. Maybe a god. Maybe it was some sort of corrupted dog. Perhaps a plant. I don't know. We're the intel group. We're supposed to find out and take care of it.
So are we essentially like a disposable group at this point? It's like I'm getting some weird vibes coming off of this.
No, it's not so much we're disposable. We're completely invaluable to the army, as we're the ones who are out ensuring that everything is as it should be.
Ajax would just will rumble over where the scouts.
We're more than scouts.
The one thing you do know is that you've heard reports of undead wandering through the mist and the fog.
The only other piece of information we've gotten is hearsay about undead walking through the fog.
Which is part of the reason these two people were chosen for it.
I just kind of smirk a little bit, but like, let's get to it then.
Ajax just kind of clenches a little harder. Ready to move out at any time.
Let's have some fun.
Let's make it double time then.
So the trip there is about to where the fog really starts kicking in outside of the town, is about an hour's walk.
Just so that we're clear,
We're actually on the map right now.
Nah,
we're not okay.
I'm saving the actual map till you get to where you are.
Got it. All right, just want to make sure.
Add Aura of Alacrity, so we do move a bit faster. Assuming we're all close enough for the aura to take effect.
Yeah, so you'd get that hour trip takes about 45 minutes. Anything you want to ask when you're on the way there? I'll say there is some other stuff Erik would know, but I'll explain it if you ask.
So are we asking like in character, or are we asking like
yes,
outside?
But I will tell Wimpy what the situation is.
Do we know exactly like how many we're up against, or are we just
unknown?
Erik would reply, I work on the assumption that every scenario is the worst as possible, so an entire forest full.
We're just kind of playing this by ear at this point.
Do you have any questions then, Ajax?
He just doesn't have he doesn't have a lot of questions. He's waiting till we get he's biting his tongue because he doesn't know there's literally not enough to go on to really ask questions. So anything else would just be stupid. So no, he doesn't really have much to add.
Okay, so yeah, as you get closer to where you say it's going to be, you start seeing an ethereal fog kind of start creeping in. As not light in the air as you start moving through the fog. It seems to be getting darker faster than you think it should. This is where you know that the stuff should start getting weird. Erik, you can bring that up.
Erik will kind of slow down because he's obviously at the head. All right, we're getting into the danger zone.
Everyone give me a nature check.
16.
And, Erik, you can have advantage.
That's a 20.
10.
Okay, well, nothing neat comes to mind for you, Adrian. Ajax, you should know that, you're close to where kind of like all the elves and stuff originated, so there's a lot of, weird Fey stuff that tends to happen in this area. Erik, you seem to remember that at one point this is the most common area to have portals between here and the Feywild. And you think this probably is... You might be setting its foot into the Feywild soon.
Alright, be prepared. We're going to be probably entering into the outskirts of the Feywilds. Just at this distance from where I've been familiar with, this seems the most likely scenario.
DM, just quick question here. Since I am an elf, a high elf, and I do have the Fey ancestry, would that give me an advantage or no?
You know what? I'll say that will, so you kind of know that same stuff that I just explained to Erik.
Okay, just double check.
Erik was also raised by elves, so he would know it too.
Nerd.
Part of the reason I gave him advantage to it, so...
Fair enough.
But yeah, as you arrive, the area that you're in seems to have a strange glow to it. The sun seems like it's, even though it should be about noon, it seems like it's setting right now. And I couldn't find a map for it, but it seems like the leaves and stuff here, even though it's spring, have the tinges of browns and reds and yellows in places in them.
It seems relatively unnatural for the area.
And other than the areas around you, it seems like each area to the north, west, and east seems to have a dense, thick fog to it. Everyone give me a perception check.
Question, what sort of skills does Karlika have?
She's not with you.
Oh, she's not with us?
Nope.
Okay. That's fine, I got a 20.
I should have mentioned that she's staying behind.
Okay. So it's just us three then?
Yep.
Okay.
Natural 20 with 6, so 26.
I got 12.
So yeah, as I said, Ajax, you basically just get what I described before. I'm going to zoom in a little further for this. Did you find where you are on the map yet?
Yep, it
Yes.
is.
Yep.
A little tiny square in the black void.
As,
Can
Erik,
I roll
you
an
hear...
arcane?
What was that?
Can I roll an arcane check just to see if I can pick up something from this fog? Because it seems
Sure,
very
go
much
ahead.
magical. It's a 19.
Oh yeah,
That's not
this fog, something about it's magical. It's definitely some kind of Fey bullshit.
Alright, yeah, this fog is definitely magical, corrupting the trees. It just kind of points to the withering trees.
But
I'm going to assume the more dense we find it, the more likely we'll find the source.
Adrian, you see sitting up in that tree there, a pixie, giggling.
I pointed out.
Does anyone speak Sylvan here, just out of curiosity?
Nope.
Nope.
One brief moment, I just had to click out so I can see where the little fairy thing's at. I don't think I do. I could be wrong.
Does
Nope.
anyone?
Nope.
No.
You hear basically this pixie say some stuff in Sylvan. I don't know how to say what would translate as good Sylvan.
It's It's probably something Welsh, because it might as well be the language of affairs, sir. God, I want to learn it, but at the same time,
Hoity-toity-toy!
Oh, ambience.
Yep.
Let's see.
Too far down.
It's kind of my first time doing anything magic related, so I am going to cast Detect Magic.
Okay, so yeah, everything in your field of view just lights up with magic.
Oh, yep. This place is entirely magic at this point. There's no areas are, brighter in color or anything as far as magic goes.
Basically, the fog is magic, and that's all you can see is the fog. You can see, like, the pixie a little bit better. And then a couple, like, little bits of pieces, like the belt on Ajax. Do you have any magic items, Erik? I forget.
I don't know if my bow would be magical. It is a +1, so...
Yeah, and you can see, Eric's bow is kind of lighting up.
I also have a cloak of elvenkind over my head.
Yep, and his cloak's kind of lighting up.
But I would at least,
Yeah, you also see that Ajax's armor is also faintly magical as well.
Yeah, because this is a +1 armor. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So the pixie starts saying, "Oh, well, I guess you don't speak Sylvan then, do you?" As it kind of flies into your, Eric's face. New ones, huh? So have you come to get lost like the rest of them? Stuck here in infant fog, where nothing can escape?
Erik immediately turns toward the hard camera and goes, "This seems very familiar."
Laugh track Mark 2, part number 2 just starts playing out, and Siphon is here. It goes.
So, tell me, travelers, what are your intentions here? As she's flying around you, getting a good look for you.
Gonna point towards Erik, like, he's in charge.
Eric's just waiting for the pixie to be done.
Oh, she's waiting for your response.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It's like,
As someone who was born and raised in the forest, I'm just more curious about what is happening to these poor trees.
Nothing's happening to the trees. My mistress won't allow it.
Mistress?
What will your mistress allow then?
This and that. He's fed up with the monsters that have invaded our area that the other side seems to have sent on us.
What kind of monsters are we talking about?
They're shambly and stinky. Really stinky.
As if death has become back to life?
Kind of snapped her fingers. Yeah, that's a good description of them.
Ah, okay. So, are they coming from a very specific location, or are they coming from all around?
Well, in here, everything comes from all around. Unless you know the right path.
So you have no idea to tell as if which way something enters?
Well, you came from the... If you wish to leave, if you turn back the way you came, you can still make it out. That is what I am the guard for this entrance.
Okay. Well, we're kind of here to help with your situation of those rambly, stambly, bumbly, stumbly, bony guys. Or somewhat fleshy bony guys. Or mostly fleshy bony guys. Really, any of the ones that smell and stink.
Well, I'll tell you this then. Don't go this way. And she kind of points up this way. That way's bad.
Bad in what way?
Well, there's probably some shambly guys up there.
Uh-huh.
But you could get lost forever.
Okay, and I definitely do not want to get lost forever. So, if that's the case, which way would you suggest that we go?
You could go this way. Or this way. That's all I know.
Okay, which way is your queen?
The queen is everywhere.
Alright.
Oh, no, she says my mistress is everywhere.
Is there a location where there is more of her?
More of her?
Well, that would be her palace, but I'm not supposed to tell people how to get there.
That's understandable, and we don't want to cause any trouble with your mistress. So, if we happen to know where the palace is at, we promise we will not go there.
Well,
Can I throw a persuasion for that?
sure.
I'd like to do an insight as far as like
6.
the directions that she is telling us of where to go and not where to go.
Okay, give me an insight then.
6. Jesus.
From what you can tell, she's not lying. She said not to go north, and west and east should be safe, and south is your exit.
Just
How far away was Karlika from where we entered the forest? Did she stay where we?
She stayed in the city. She did not come with
Okay.
you at all.
she's like she pointed and that was it.
She's a little too important to go on a potentially suicide survey mission, so...
Yes, and I was wondering that because if we can we can leave still at this point, so maybe going back and getting more help might be a better idea. But
Yeah, we're only a scouting party. As long as we don't do a jump on anybody, we should be good.
she's saying the undead's coming from all over the place.
We'll be fine.
One more question, Miss Pixie.
Yes?
This fog. What's the deal with it?
To protect the forest. And my people. And the queen.
From the shambly bambly stumbly bumblies?
Yes, and anyone else that would interfere in her dealings.
Has anything else tried to interfere on her dealings?
Yes, the thing that created the shambly wamblies.
Okay.
Might that
Do
be?
you know where the thing that created the shambly bamblies is at?
That I do not.
Would your queen know?
I would hope she would.
Alright, so here we are at an impasse. We want to help you with the shambly bamblies. The best solution to that is if we take care of the thing that created the shambly bamblies. The only thing that might know where it's at is your queen, but we're not allowed to go see her and converse with her.
Yes, if you wish to converse with her, you would have to make your way through the forest and not get lost.
Alright.
I have friends
So-
in here that guard more areas going forward.
Alright, is there something that we can have or show or say to let your friends know that we are no danger to you and your queen that will allow us safe passage without getting lost?
Well, you will have to my sisters were said not to attack anyone unless attacked first. So as long as you don't show aggression, any other of my kind you see, you should be fine.
Is there some sort of safe word or phrase that we can say through the forest that may notify your friends that we're making our way through.
My sisters like having fun games. Ask if they wish to play a game of the forest.
Game of the forest. Okay. Can I roll an intelligence check on that, or something that would tip me off as to what that means?
Go ahead.
I gave you guidance. I'll cast guidance on you just to give you an extra D4.
Okay. Is that history, nature, just a straight intelligence?
Nature would work, or history, both, whichever you get the better score for.
Okay, it doesn't really matter. But I would have advantage with nature because of my forest natural explorer. So
Okay.
That's a 13 plus a D4 from guidance. So that is a 15.
You know how pixies are. They like to have fun sometimes, just them having fun.
Alright.
Tricksy fairies.
Alright, well, the good news is that pixies usually don't play a deadly game of forest games. So... Alright, Miss Pixie. We wish to help you and aid you in defending the forest and eliminating the rambly, bambly, stumbly, bumblies. So we will proceed into the forest, into the fog, to hopefully gain counsel with your mistress. Is that okay?
Yes, if you can make my sisters happy and feel that they will let you advance further.
Alright. Eric's just gonna kind of climb down or climb over because it's a little bit rocky.
It's like a foot incline. You can walk through that normally.
Okay, just kind of step up. Alright.
It'd be rough terrain if you were in battle, but...
Alright, let's go. He's gonna walk forward.
Follow suit.
So which way you going? East or west?
We're going north. We're going north.
North?
Yeah, we're going. She said the only way to meet with the queen is to go into the forest, right?
Well, like I said, every way is fog.
All right, this one is more dense toward the stumbly bumblies, right?
Yeah, like I said, every one of these edges is super dense fog. You can't really see through.
Miss Pixie, which is the most expeditious way to get to your mistress?
She says, "Well, I don't know. If we need to talk to her, we get teleported to her palace."
Okay, when she needs to talk to you. Not when you have to talk to her.
She teleports me to her palace.
Okay.
Quick
Just
question.
want to understand. That's all.
Quick question. I wouldn't be able to see anything if I were to cast see invisibility through the fog, right?
Yeah, there's nothing in... well, you can only cast it and find out.
Because it just says I'd see any invisible creatures or objects. So I wouldn't think that would be fog related.
Well, you can cast it and find out.
What would I roll to see which way the fog is more dense?
Like I said, I'll just tell you this. Every one of these directions, it's equally dense.
Okay.
See what happens here.
Yeah, you see the fog, nothing else. I'll tell you if anything comes up.
Fair enough. You got an hour. So.
Alright, so... You guys want to take care of the undead, or do you want to kind of scout around?
Go to the source first, and then we'll go seek out the dead people.
More undead would be... More intelligence would be preferable.
Alright, and Eric's just gonna go, alright, I choose left then.
Left? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, I thought we were going to snuff out the queen here first before we go in.
We know north is undead.
Got it. Let's go.
Pixie said that, and...
Come on, roll 20. I said reveal, not unreveal.
If we're doing more intelligence, we're gonna go left first.
Sounds good. We good.
Okay. You can...
Scale across.
You come across a new area. Give me, everyone give me a perception check.
Alright, this is at an advantage because it's in a forest.
Get back
That's
to
20.
my main page. Perception, so I see what everything's happening.
21.
I clicked it. Garbage. 9.
So both Erik and Ajax, you hear a weird kind of like... Where is it? This thing speak. A soft, like a painful, like angelic-like sound echoing through the area. Does anyone here speak Celestial?
It wasn't an option on my character, so no.
Give me a second. I have a feeling I selected that one, but I can't see my languages.
No, I do not speak Celestial.
I do. Yep, that's
Okay.
part of me.
You hear a faint sounding, "Help me," in Celestial kind of coming from this area.
Everyone
Actually, no,
else
you
hear
wouldn't
that?
hear that because you didn't make the past the check. So never mind.
But would Erik hear
Damn.
something?
You would hear some kind of, like I said, it sounds like angelic choir, kind of like, yeah, kind of like,
It's
oh,
a Halo. It's a Halo theme.
yeah.
Oh. So, it's angelic. Okay, so there's something, Ajax might be able to do to help pinpoint things.
Would
Is he kind of holds up hands like, for everyone to stop? And he's going to cast, well, not cast, but, Divine Sense. And try, which works with Celestial, Undead, and Fiends. What do I ping?
You feel some celestial force, a big one kind of coming from south of you here. Down this way.
No, that went, okay.
Yeah, I just wouldn't have any recollection or any knowledge of this unless someone were pointed out.
Yeah.
Got it.
Ajax will point out, Sir, I sense it's some sort of divine force coming from this way. And he would gesture towards the south. Very powerful.
Alright, and you think it's dangerous.
From what you get, no. It seems this is something good. But something about its aura seems like it's not... like it's injured.
It doesn't feel... Danger is one thing. It feels injured, but doesn't mean ill-harmed. At least not towards us. So not a threat. But the fact that
That's all I
it feels
needed.
injured.
And Eric's just gonna start walking.
Yeah.
Typical Erik.
Should just be on... It's like, sir, we should be on our guard.
As you come across, laying in the field, you see a giant white colored horse with like golden flowing mane laying on the ground, injured. As you get closer to it, switches into a different... Who speaks Elvish?
I do.
Elvish? Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Erik does as well.
Ajax, do you speak Elvish?
Nope.
Okay.
Common and Leonin. Let's just make that simple.
Weak.
As it kind of sees you, "Oh, travelers. Oh, good to see someone. I have been injured fighting these foul fiends that have
Erik
infested the
immediately
forest."
walks up and just touches the transformed unicorn and heals it.
I was about to do the same.
As you can, everyone give me a perception investigation check on it, because you're gonna look at this thing.
Sure thing. 6.
Can't switch over.
This is a creature
19.
in a forest. Does that count toward my natural explorer? Or fine, don't pull it up, Roll20. Did you delete it from my thing?
Sure, why not?
Here. There, I'll pop it in there for you.
But you can see some kind of weird festering wound kind of on its hind legs that your spell did really nothing to heal it.
Erik just looks at it. He's got rotting necrosis in his wound. Do you guys, either you know a restoration spell or something like that?
I do, sir. And
Yes, it goes. It's still speaking in Elvish. I fought some foul creature. I managed to fell it, but its
How
wound.
big is
It
the
did.
wound?
It shouldn't. I can't heal myself, and I've been festering for a day or so, and I can no longer walk.
How big is the wound?
Like a pretty deep, like a claw mark of like something. About a hand, like 3 times the size of a normal hand, kind of clawed it.
And
And how big was the unicorn when we saw it?
It's large. It's a large creature right now. Like
Okay,
2 of
so
you could probably ride this thing.
It's essentially a 2 to 3 foot gash on something that is okay. All right, how does the flesh around the wound look?
Kind of black and festering.
All right,
If anyone wants to give me an Arcana check,
Ajax would just walk over to the Divine Being and utter a prayer to the Remus, God of Righteous Battle.
okay, give
And
me
cast Lesser Restoration.
what's this check?
28
Roll a spell
for Arcana.
attack with this, or spellcaster check, whatever you want to call it.
What was that?
Like
so
like you
roll
would have
your-
like an attack.
Are you a cleric?
He's
I
a
am.
paladin.
You're a paladin, so I think paladin casts with a charisma, right?
Yes.
So roll a charisma check with
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
I did roll Arcana and I got 28.
So yeah, you can tell there's some kind of evil necrotic energy that has been seeped into this wound that's so bad it's causing a unicorn for some odd reason not to be able to heal itself, which is bad.
I will cast Dispel Magic across it.
Well, I'll say this. Yeah, go ahead, because the lesser restoration that Ajax cast seemed to help it. It got a little bit better, but it's still a little there.
So yeah, Dispel Magic onto the wound.
Yeah, you'll have to do that same. Can you roll the description of that, please?
Yep. Give me a second here. Be posted now.
So yeah, give me a spellcasting ability check. So forget what the clerics use for that.
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Yeah, wisdom.
Roll a
So-
wisdom check.
Get to it. 10.
I'll say with this with advantage because Ajax took a chunk of it. But with that, you're able to get the wound's still a little there, but the the black festering of it's gone. As you see, like the unicorn. Thank you. As it starts to like glow and it basically starts to heal itself. It starts to stand up. It kind of does that thing where it rears up on its hind legs, and you just hear it like a giant neigh and celestial like voice echoes through the area.
It's feeling fantastic now. Or better than it was.
You also notice this thing, when it's been talking to you, its mouth hasn't been moving. It's been speaking directly into your mind. Although you can't understand a word it's saying, Ajax. Because no one here speaks the other third of the 3 languages it can speak anyway, so. Oh, thank you. Oh, I thought I was... Man, if another one of those creatures that have fought me showed up, I probably wouldn't have been able to fight it off. Thank you, travelers. It kind of does a little bow to you.
Ajax will return the bow.
Yep, same here. Just out of matter of respect.
So it seems that that lich has been up to no good again. He has tricked the queen of this area into thinking that the humans and the elves of the city of Saggitea have attacked her and caused many issues, and now still his zombie abominations roam the area.
Do you know where this necromancer is at?
The last I heard, he was assaulting the capital about a month ago, but he was felled. But he is not dead yet.
Do we have a name for this lynch?
The Lich
Eric's
Namek.
That was the name.
You heard that because it basically Lich and Namek is basically said in the same, so. I've been trying to do my best to clear it up and take care of some of the zombies. This one that I got the biggest troublemaker, I think, in here. There's still a few wandering around in the mist, doing who knows what, but hopefully they'll eventually rot away. Arborea made a good choice in bringing this fog in here and making this area into a maze.
Are there any slain bodies laying around?
I did not fight it here. I wandered here and the wound got too strong for me to carry on. But if you ever see a beast with long claws on its hands, I suggest you just flee from it. Keep out of the shadows. It seemed to leap out from me there.
Do you know where the queen is at?
Sadly, I have not been able to locate her myself.
Neither the pixie that we met. Great.
Yes, my best bet would be to work with the pixies. If you do what they say, you should be able to meet her. I am on neutral terms with her, so the pixies just ignore me and let me go about my business.
Yeah, well, it's more or less, as you said, the necromancer was neutralized. He's probably still alive because of Eric's just kind of just god bullshit. So
Well, he is a lich.
Yes. So unfortunately, that's something we're just not going to be able to take care of immediately. We can quell the numbers of the undead, but we need to rectify the situation of the Fey Queen thinking that the city was involved in some way. We need to fix that. So the sooner we can meet up with the Fey Queen, the better chances we have of making this fog go away and maybe taking care of the necromancer.
Yes, indeed. I must continue to wander here and deal with some of these undead myself. I wish you luck in your chance to meet the queen.
All right.
Good meeting you as well.
Yes. May fortune favor you this day.
And with you.
As it kinda... Oops, I don't know. It kinda gallops off in this direction.
Alright.
Majestic being that is. Never thought I'd see one in person.
But Mike, can I assume that we were basically in the forest between Sagittarius and Regulus?
As you do hear him wander off, you will probably not make it any further this direction. You must go back the other way you came.
Oh no, there's a giant invisible wall in our direction. No.
God damn it, the horse made it pay to win.
There's a giant clip in the way. No.
Hey, Mr. Timmy G, like I said, we're in the woods close to Sagittarius, correct?
Saggitea, yeah.
Saggitea. Ajax would just quickly remark that his family's well, quote unquote lands, the think not like less noble lands and more like places they regularly hunt and bring me in for the Empire.
Mm-hmm.
Are not that far away, and I think I'm just so leave of logic here. You probably would have heard stories of a unicorn like that, something like that.
Give
roaming
me a
the woods.
history check.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. That's what I was expecting. So can Ajax remember his family history? Nope. That's a
Nope.
4.
I was gonna say it's like Nat 1's gonna happen, but like I already called nothing.
I guess it means always give respect to the forest. Yada yada yada. So Lou, what is a 4 get me?
You've heard nothing of a unicorn in the area you hunt in.
Alright,
gets
so
you
in that case,
nothing.
so Ajax would just be interesting, like, huh? Never thought I would. It's kind of like what an odd creature, but lusty creature. Moving on.
You would know what a
Ajax.
unicorn is. You just think you'd never be able to see one in your life.
Yeah, it's like, one of those things. It's like being born under a rare portent or being blessed by gods. Or it's stupidly rare. Like get out of Master Ball rare.
I just look towards Ajax, be like, thumbs up, like, hey, we just made a unicorn. That's pretty cool.
Unicorn will remember that.
That was pretty awesome.
So Ajax would turn back to Erik, like gesturing to, shall we head out? Like
Yeah, we gotta play the Fey game. Eric's just gonna start walking back the way he came from.
Well,
we could go straight towards the undead.
I
Just take it
doesn't
directly.
fix the issue.
I'm the
the
meat
issue
queen.
that will resolve this situation for the most part is conversing with the Fey Queen.
Understood.
And if we can at least start a bridge and have ambassadors come through, that'll be a start.
So which way are you gonna go?
We're gonna go up this way.
Okay.
Up and away.
Let me reveal the area you're gonna walk into.
Yeah, boy.
So you walk through the fog a little bit. Here, I'm gonna force
Some.
you where you go on this one. Yeah.
Huh.
And I need you all to roll initiative.
Oh boy.
This time I'm going to make sure my character is selected since I failed to do so most of the time. Let's do this.
I have that folder shrunk. That's why I can't find them.
Ooh, nat 20 with a 1. First time for everything.
That's how the dice rolls.
I'm gonna go ahead and add a +2 to my initiative. I think because no, it's already in there. Sorry, been a while since I pulled up Parachute. It's already in there. Never mind.
Okay.
Never mind.
So Adrian, you are up as you see 2 zombies.
Yeah, first time for everything here. Let's see. Let's do a light crossbow to the nearest one off to my left here.
Okay.
Jeez, 6. Garbage.
Yeah, that ain't gonna hit.
Yep.
Even a zombie, you
Boing.
just basically, oh shit, and just totally whiff.
Yeah.
Honestly, that barely missed, but because these things have
Really?
shit for AC, but
Let's see.
Erik, you are up.
All right. Who sees the Undead Abomination? That's an 11. Or
Yep,
plus
that'll hit.
Plus the 2 is 13. Alright. That's 8 points of damage.
Which one are you attacking, by the way?
This one.
Okay. I forgot to color code these guys. Let me do that quick.
Shooting blue.
Okay, that hits.
Okay, 8 points of damage. It is magical damage because if we are identifying my bow as magical, that means anything shot from it is also magical damage. So it's still up.
Yep.
Okay. Because I am my Gloomstalker, I have that, so I have 2 more attacks on this turn since I did hit with my first attack action.
Okay.
Same thing at blue.
That'll hit.
It's an 18. That's 6 piercing, and then I get another 1d8 of force damage with it. So that's 6 piercing, 4 force damage.
Okay.
Still up?
Still up.
Alright, well, last arrow then.
But its arm is basically its one good arm is barely holding on by some sinew.
That's a 25.
Yep, that'll hit.
That's 8 points of piercing damage to Mr. Blue Guy.
Okay, let me check something here. Because I know these things have a...
Magical damage should negate their resurrection, I think.
Radiant or critical.
Okay, radiant or critical, okay.
But he rolled so crappily, yeah. As you basically shoot him right through the neck, and the head just basically does a little spin as it kind of gets ripped off its neck. Anything else you can do?
I'm going to position myself. I do have 40 feet of movement on my first turn. I'm going to position myself.
Yeah, but anything with those rocks is rough terrain, so it's half your movement through them.
I do have a climbing speed because of my claws. Does that negate that?
For you, it would, I'd say, yeah.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to move. That should be my movement. Let me check. Because he'd go here, here. Let me double check my movement. Okay. I would be right here. And that
Okay.
would be my turn.
Ajax, you are up.
Ajax is just going to snap out Remus give me strength and lunge head forward to this zombie, which I should be able to make considering he has a 45 speed. So,
Yeah, definitely. You can make that.
Yep. And he's going to go in for attack with his maul.
Roll to hit.
That is an 11.
That'll hit. Honestly, I think the only way you can miss this thing is with a nat 1, so...
11 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And he has an extra attack for another maul attack. So 14, that hits.
Okay.
And 13 bludgeoning. Let's see, do I have a bonus action?
Yeah, this thing still seems standing.
Nah, it's too early for spells. Ignore that. So yeah, that's gonna be his turn for right now.
Okay, well, seeing that you're the only thing nearby, the zombie is gonna make a lunge at you with its, what does it attack with? Try to slam into you. That's gonna be a 9.
Against AC? Shame. No.
And that's its turn. Adrian, you're up.
I think I'm gonna move.
Yeah,
my
this
guy.
zombie looks like it barely withstood that second attack from Ajax. It's on its last limbs. Or legs, whatever.
I'm gonna take my movement and be right up on him And then I'm going to let's do Vampiric Touch upon him.
Okay. Can you roll the description for that?
Yep. 18. Let's see, a spell save DC of 13. Yeah.
Let me check something here. It says yeah, that does do damage to him, so roll for damage, that hits.
Is that 13 necrotic?
As the basically thing just seems to shrivel into nothingness.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, you cleared out the zombies in this area.
Good practice round. Good practice round.
These cliffs here aren't very high. This is just rubble.
Yeah, just it's basically a slight incline that's kind of rocky, so you'd have to take a little bit careful movement going through it.
Alright, Erik has climbing speed, so
Yeah, like I said, it won't affect you, and like I said, out of combat, it's not a big deal.
Alright, Erik just kind of looks around. Alright, are there obvious trails through this forest or no?
Yeah, there's some kind of slight paths, kind of like in each of the 4 cardinal directions.
Would these be mapped at all?
Yeah, you could start making a map for them.
No, have they been mapped before? Is what I'm asking.
Well, before the fog settled in, they would have been, but they don't seem to be, if you have a map on you, they don't seem to be matching it properly right now.
Well, here's the thing, is that if it's close to the city, Eric's been working as a mercenary and around the city for a while, so I would assume he's been through this forest before, right?
Potentially at one point, yeah.
So, anything in and around this forest, he would know that kind of like the pathways through it to get to, hey, here's this place, how can I get through it?
Okay, from what you can remember, the area you're in right now is a couple miles south of where you just were a few minutes ago. You're kind of teleporting around.
Alright. Erik just kind of scratches his head. We want to play the game in the forest, he just says out loud.
Nothing happens.
Great. Alright. He looks at his 2 companions. Alright. Follow me, please. And he just walks the same way he came from.
Okay.
All
You
right.
are now back at the first area. Hey, you're back. How's it going?
Eric's just gonna ignore her and just walk to the path he took the first time.
Heck through. Typical Erik movement.
Do we go back here?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Erik goes this way.
Hey, just a second here.
Erik, this whole time he's just silent. He's not silent. He's grumbling a little bit. Play stupid freaking game.
Second, I'm gonna move you where this one takes you.
It doesn't really matter because Erik, as soon as he gets moved, he's gonna walk right back the way he came.
Okay. So you're back here again.
Okay. Alright. Eric's just like, alright. He's gonna walk back this way.
Around the rosy.
You're going back to this way, right?
Yep.
Okay, so you're back in that same area where you met the unicorn.
Perfect. Eric's just gonna be like, I want to play the game of the forest.
No response.
I want to play the game of the forest.
No response.
I want to play the game of the forest.
No response.
I'm just gonna stand here and wait.
No response.
Eric's just yelling this as loud as he can. He's gonna go the way the unicorn went just to see where it sends him.
Suppose we should probably go follow him.
Leads you back to the entrance where I lost your character sheet. Or your character. Yeah, you're back at the entrance.
Okay. Eric's just like, alright. I'm gonna try something. You guys stay here with this pixie, I'll be right back. Eric's just gonna walk up to this path and see where it takes him.
Okay. Let me reveal that area quick.
Outside a game here, this feels like a Zelda puzzle or something.
Yeah, it's just very Lost Woods.
Alright, 6B back to here. Eric's not gonna engage, or he's doing it stealthily, so that way he can just walk immediately back.
Roll a
to where
stealth
he came
check.
from. That's fine, I'm good at these.
Yeah, let me roll a perception.
There should be terrible.
He's 9 on his... One of them's 9 on his own arm. The other one doesn't seem to pay attention to you.
Perfect. He's going to walk back immediately from where he came from.
Okay, yep, you're back there.
Alright. Alright, so I get this... He's going to walk up right to the pixie. Alright, so I get this game. If I walk back from where I came from, I get put back here. Is that correct?
If you go where you're not supposed to, yes.
If I go where I'm not supposed to...
Remember, I did say that she points to going this way was the other way you could go.
Yes, I know that, but I want to understand the rules of the game. It's not a game if you don't have rules.
Yes. Some ways, if you go the wrong way, you might end up with some of the shambly guys. If you go the right way, you'll meet one of my sisters.
Or a unicorn.
That what's over there? Huh.
Yes! Christ! We had to heal it! Why weren't you guys doing that?
I don't know.
That's a very good question. You guys are no help to this forest at all.
I know that the queen gave that unicorn kind of exemption from the fog. I know he's been dealing with some of the shambly guys.
Yeah, he has. And we want to help you with the shambly guys too, but instead you want us to play a stupid little game. Eric's getting more frustrated with the teleporting.
Well, because the queen knew that unicorn, I guess. I don't know.
Eric's just biting his bottom lip. Alright, fine, I guess I'll go that other direction. Alright, come on. At least we got a clue out of it.
For ya.
Oh.
Alright, so wherever we find the undead is where we don't want to go. So if we find undead, we walk immediately back in the path that we came from. Because it will send us back to the starting point.
So, meeting the undead means it is a dead end?
Yes.
Alright.
Alright. No undead, no unicorn. I want to play the game of the forest.
Oh, so a stranger comes to play a game with me. Find me, and I'll tell you where to go. As his voice seems to echo from everywhere.
If I don't find you, will we be unable to progress?
Well, if you find me, I'll tell you the way to go. You could always get lucky.
Eric just kind of looks around. How many potential paths are there? Besides the one I came from, because that will just put me back to the start.
Obviously 3. If anyone wants to give me a perception check while they're talking.
Yeah, what?
Eric just immediately just looks at everyone. All right, pick a path. If you get lost, just walk back the same way you came. It'll put us back to the start.
24.
Let me just give her.
Is he trying to be? Hold on. Let me.
Adrian, you see a small wing kind of sticking out in like one of this little hole, like a knot hole that's been like a woodpecker hole. It's been knotted out in this tree.
I'll go over and try and grab it.
Well, you looking in the hole, you see a pixie kind of like hiding in there.
Ah.
Well, you found me. As she flies out, kind of swinging around, kind of sits on this little rock there, kind of points. That's your way, safe way forward.
Go to the north.
Gonna head that way then?
Also,
Straight ahead.
I just want you to know this, Mr. TBG. I have this for Fey. I have favored enemy against Fey. So any survival checks I make against them to track them will have advantage.
Oh, okay, well. You didn't beat her stealth with that one, so.
I would have advantage to look for her at an 18.
Yeah, but like I said, you didn't beat her stealth,
Okay.
so.
Okay.
Adrian did, so.
Yeah.
Alright. I want to roll a survival. I rolled an 18 on survival check.
Okay.
For the nature of tracking Fey, which is what pixies are.
Mm-hmm.
What do I know about tracking Fey with an 18? Or pixies specifically?
You know, they like to hide in trees and tend to be fun-loving stuff. As long as you don't mean them any harm, they usually don't do anything with you. And if you play with them, they tend to like you.
Nothing about them being invisible?
Some do like to be invisible, yes.
Okay, if some like to be invisible, that's all I was looking for. He goes, and it just turns toward the both of them. Pixies like to hide, and they like to hide where you can't see them. Not where specifically, as to where you cannot see them. He kind of does the hand motion, head to toes, like you can't see them.
Ah.
Understood.
Yeah, some of my older sisters like to turn invisible. Good luck finding them.
Well, good thing we have someone that... No, I'm just kidding. That'd be above game.
Yeah, she doesn't know that his see invisibility spell is still technically active. You gonna head north then?
Yep.
And Erik is just going to... I want to play the game of the forest, and as soon as he's done saying that sentence, he's going to roll another survival check with advantage to see if he can detect where the voice is at.
This one just flies out of that tree.
Even.
What a time to roll a 20.
Urge to kill rising. Urge to kill rising.
You having fun being leader?
Urge to kill rising. Well, good thing Eric's not a murder hobo, so...
Give him time.
If it was somebody else, yeah. The murder hobo was murdered.
Yeah. Although, that'd be funny if, how Gordon would react to this. I think like, he'd be in his element. Like, see?
Oh yeah, this would be complete chaos. We would all probably have already been dragged to the Fey Queen, because that's his patron.
The irony. Anywho.
The question is,
which one? He would have just walked into the forest. Hey, bitch! I want a booty call. Eric's, all right, which way do we go? Please tell us.
well, you'll have to find where I hide. She turns invisible. As
I have a 25 in survival for tracking Fey. And even if that's at disadvantage with the invisibility, that's a 22.
as Adrian just sees her come and sit right on this stone or brick or rock.
Do I notice how she moves?
Let me roll her stealth.
Gotta beat my natural 20.
And I'll say, would it? Unfortunately, yeah. You can kind of tell, basically, with like kind of like the residual air movement that she lands on this.
I can smell her.
Yeah. Well, like I said, Adrian, because she's not trying to super hide it, you just see her sit there, kind of put her hands behind her head just to wait.
Erik just holds back Adrian, or no, what's his name? Sorry,
Adrian.
You can see her sitting there just looking smug, like, good luck finding me. You can't see me.
He pounces on top of the pixie. Not trying to hurt her, he just pounces on her like he's a cat. And he's getting a mouse. Just pounces right on her.
You can't see her, like the face she makes, like the other shock. You can, Adrian. Like, you can tell she didn't see that coming.
I've got her like Sylvester Holt's Tweety.
Like I said, you can't see 100% where she is. You just know she's in that general area. Are you going to do anything about what she's doing, Adrian?
I just kind of walk up and be like, hello, you.
I will roll a grapple check for this at disadvantage if I have to. I will pounce on this pixie for making me think I ruined my natural 20. Out of spite.
What do you do? Okay, roll that grapple check then with disadvantage.
Technically, it should be a flat roll because she didn't beat my natural 20, but I think their armor class is higher than 11, so...
As you kind of reach for an area you think she might be, as you kind of grab and pick her up.
Eric's on all fours, his tail is curled like he's hunting something. Where are you? I'm gonna get you!
Adrian is just watching.
And, I just kind of, like, put my hand out so that the fairy can climb on for safety reasons.
As you grab her, she kind of disengages the invisibility. How did you do that? And she kind of like looks a little scared.
I can thank the elves for that one in my Fey background.
She's asking you that, Erik, because you're the one that grabbed her.
How did I do that?
Yeah.
I've been tracking your kind since I was a kitten. This game is not going to be fun for you guys because you can't hide and seek. And Erik just points to Adrian, and he can see you when you're invisible.
Kind of looks at him. Notices the glint in his eyes. Oh.
Erik just looks at the pixie. We want to help with the undead situation here. The only way that's going to happen is if we meet with your mistress. We need to meet with her as soon as possible so we can rectify the situation.
Yes, just pass the trials of my sisters and you'll be fine.
Can you communicate with your sisters?
I can communicate with them. I do have comprehend languages and tongues available.
No, Erik's just like, can you talk to them from where you're at right now?
No, I can't.
Okay, well then you're coming with us.
It's like, right on my shoulder.
Eric's not like hurting her or anything. He's
No.
he's just fed up. He's like, we want to help you. Let us help you. Stop playing games. You're told not to engage with the undead. This forest is obviously trapped somehow to where people get lost. You're safe to leave your company. Get us to the Fey Queen.
I can tell you which way to go. That's all I can do. If you take me with you by force, my other sisters might not like that.
We don't want to take it by
Alright,
force.
which way are we going?
She points to the east.
Alright,
like-
let's go east. How long does do you know how long it lasts for? Would you have conveyed how long your sea invisibility lasts for?
I believe it's 1 hour.
1 hour, yeah.
Okay. What's
I don't know
our
how long
time
it's
looking
been.
at?
I'd say you have about half an hour left on it.
Okay, perfect. Eric's just immediately
Sooner the
walks this
better.
way.
We just keep rolling.
Eric, as soon as he enters this way, I want to play the game of the Forest. I can track you and we can see you invisibly. There's no point to this game. We will find you immediately. Please come out and point us in the right direction.
Just right
As
to
there's
the
a
point.
fair,
Just right
as
to
one of the
point.
pigs, she's just kind of swimming in the pool. You're standing and not trying to hide.
We are not hostile, but I am getting very frustrated.
Hey, with no calm emotion, I think Erik could use that right now.
And she's kind of swimming around. Give the pool a gift. It will reveal your path forward.
Eric's like, I'm going to drown myself in the pool if this doesn't stop.
Good enough.
Alright, what kind of gift do you want?
Just give
Does
it a gift.
want?
Shell out a couple of gold pieces just to see.
Yeah, Ajax will flip in a gold coin.
We'll flip one in as well.
Okay. The currents, basically the coin sinks to the bottom. It's not the gift the pool wants. It has to be something of the forest.
Hacking down trees.
Something of the forest, huh? What about the music of nature? And Eric's going to pull out his lute and play a song. 24. I hate the stupid Fey game. We can see you because we cheat. Stop playing this stupid game and let us through. Does the water respond to it?
I do an investigation to see if I can find something that would be suitable enough for pool.
Okay. Roll for it.
Alright.
Come on, the water must have loved my music.
You see the pixie kind of clap her hands. That was a good performance.
Eric just immediately...
At 20 plus 3.
You find a pointy stick.
I just drop it right in along the bank.
It seems to float kind of towards the center, spinning around. After a few seconds, it seems the skinnier end seems to be pointing north and stuck in that direction.
I believe we go north.
Pixie chimes up. Only one way to find out.
Go north. My Fey intuition says north. Dun dun dun.
Can you go north?
Yeah.
Come across a new area.
Do I see them disappear?
See what disappear?
My friends?
Yeah, you see them kind of walk off. You don't see them anymore.
Eric's just gonna go south.
So does each area, this is outside the game, does each area just is like walled off by fog? So we just
Yeah.
kind of like pass through it? Okay.
Give me a stealth check, Eric.
Alright. I'm good at these. 19.
Yep, you come across 2 zombies standing in there.
Alright, he's gonna walk back.
Okay, you are back alone at the entrance.
Figured as much. Eric's gonna use his feline agility and just sprint back to his allies.
Okay. So yeah, you guys are alone for about a minute. You don't see the fairy in there, the pixie.
So
Visibility doesn't pick up anything.
Nope.
Alright, I'm here. Sorry.
You're not there yet. These guys still have a couple more seconds.
Okay. I would say my movement speed is now
Old.
60 with feline agility, so...
Yeah, I know, but it's still gonna give them... They have a couple more things they can do before you show up, so...
AJ's just gonna lean against a tree. He's still keeping his ears and eyes sharp, but he's kind of waiting.
Take a look around.
No one's gonna say anything?
So
Want to play the game of the forest?
Okay, so yeah, as you say that, you see Pixie come out. Oh, I don't have... Move. Ah, so someone comes to play my game.
There you are.
2 of you, huh? So let's play a game.
Crap.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Snap.
rock. It's
How do we choose that? Or just sound off?
Yeah,
Make it a D4. 1 is rock, 2 is paper, 3 is scissors, 4 is dynamite.
yeah, we'll go with that. That sounds fun.
oh my god.
I'll roll a 4. Watch this.
Roll a d4.
Damn.
2.
So she rolled a 2, so Adrian, you are out and you tie with her Ajax.
Yep.
Roll again, Ajax. D4.
No.
2 again. Roll again.
Shoot.
3.
She rolled a 1, so you're out. Oh, you lost.
Womp womp.
So I say the
Three.
consolation prize. Go this way. Basically, as you get there, you hear Erik. You get there right as she basically says, "Go west."
No, I want to play the game of the forest.
We already did it.
Oh, he wants
Sorry.
to play now,
Too
so roll a d4.
Come on, dynamite.
And she rolled a 1, so you lost. Wait, I was looking at the wrong one. Sorry, you both rolled a 1.
Okay.
Redo.
Yep, tie.
That's scissors.
Oh, you won. Correct way is north. But as I told them, you can go get something else going west.
Is it something good?
I don't know. I don't know what's over there, but it's not zombies.
So how do you know something's over there?
She's part of the forest, that's why.
Something about that area. The queen says not to go there, but it's not a
Wait.
shambly man.
Is
I
it
don't
a
like
unicorn?
the feeling of that.
No, it's not the unicorn. I haven't seen him in a while. I hope he's
'cause
okay.
been fighting off the... Yeah, well, he's been fighting the undead, and we had to cure him from a festering wound that he had because you guys won't do it.
He was hurt?
Yeah!
Oh no, I hope he's okay.
He is now because of us.
Well, I don't know what's over there, but just... The mistress says not to go over there, to leave that area to its own devices.
Erik just looks at him. Well, if you guys want to go over there and see what it is, I'll wait for you guys. If it's something bad, just come back here. I'll give you 5 minutes.
Yes.
Actually,
Pop
Erik
in, pop
looks at
out.
him. Erik looks
Pop
at him.
in,
How
pop
long?
out.
Actually, I'll give you 90 seconds. Eric, 1,
Then pop
2.
out.
Yeah, Ajax is just gonna go cross through.
So bad.
Token this. There it is.
To play the game of the forest?
You want to play a game. This is clearly a male voice, not a normal pixie. I don't like games. As you see something... Let me pull up the manual for this thing.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
For some odd reason, I couldn't pull this one up and roll 20. You see a small little dragon-like creature perched in the branches up here. So you're playing the Pixies games, huh? Stupid little things. So, you want to be my friends instead of with those Pixies? Everyone give me a perception check.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, I can't. I'm not there yet.
that's a shame. 7.
23.
Yeah, this is kind of like a pixie-like dragon that's kind of got a violet-colored skin tone to it as it flies around. You're not here for my treasure, are you?
Oh no, of course not. We're just trying to seek out the queen. Is there any way that you could help us?
The queen, huh? Not really. Got any gifts for me then? Maybe I'll be a little more forthright with information.
What do you desire?
Whatever you have, I will take it.
And if we refuse?
Yeah, I just won't give you any information. Maybe I won't let you out of my area, because it's more fun that way.
Ajax would just give a side eye to like Aaron, like, what do you want to do?
Just kind of like cock an eyebrow just a little bit, like, I don't know. There is 2 of us and only 1 of him. But I don't think we got much to spare.
Agreed. Hmm. Don't like games. What about if we beat you in a feat of strength?
Yeah, I'd lose that.
Maybe intelligence. Match of wit.
You don't come bearing gifts for the great fairy dragon? You guys are no fun.
First off, we never even heard of you.
It's kind of flying around. Here I thought you guys would be cool, because I haven't got anyone that has any kind of conversational skills. Just, and brains.
At that point, Eric's gonna walk through the portal. You guys didn't come back after 90 seconds.
Hold on, we're trying
As
to...
this thing
like,
kind of comes up and lands on your shoulder. Ooh, a kitty man. I haven't seen one of your kind before. As it kind of looks at you. Did you bring me gifts?
Question. Erik is a former dragon hunter. would he know about fairy dragons or pseudo dragons or whatever it is you want to kind of signify?
Roll
these
me
as?
a nature check with advantage.
I would have advantage. All right, I was just saying I would have advantage with this because they are also a favorite enemy of mine. That's 13.
Yay,
And roll
advantage. You know these things like to be tricksters, but if you're nice to them, they're harmless.
Very docile at heart.
I hear you like having
Friendship.
conversations with people, huh?
Yeah, ever since those zombies, that's not... Pixies like to call them shamblies and stupid names, but they're zombies, plain and
Rumblers
simple.
and bumblers, yes.
Been no fun around here. Those things don't take pranks good. I just can't talk to people because the pixies don't like talking to me for some odd reason. I don't know why. Probably because I play pranks on them.
How about this? Do you have a name, Fairy Dragon? I know what you are.
Yes, I go by the name of Zeeks.
Zeeks. You know you're not very far away from a city, right?
Yeah, I've thought about it.
Well, it just so happens that I need something done. Can you leave this forest?
It might take me a bit to get out of here, but I probably could.
Alright. I have a deal I want to make with you.
Okay.
Just outside of town, I have an ally of mine. She cannot speak. She wears a scarf around her neck. I will give you gold in reward for giving her a message.
Ooh, yes, this is interests me.
All right, Erik just pulls out a thick pouch of gold. I will give you, and he how big is this fairy dragon?
They are very tiny. It's
Okay.
let's see if it is.
Erik just holds it in his hand. I want you to try and see if you could pick up this bag of coin for me. It's good.
Tries to grab onto it.
It's got 1,700 coins in it at least. So
No way in any way, shape, or form am I carrying that.
I will give you half of this weight of gold for the task, and one more thing.
What's the one more thing?
I am in need of a trusted messenger.
Go on.
One that can navigate and hold their own and flee and deliver the message as needed. I will give you half this weight of gold for you to do that.
Now, just out of curiosity, would she be mad if I played a trick on her? And would that null the deal?
Erik immediately looks the dragon dead in the eye. If you play a trick on her, not only would I be killed, you would be killed too. You do not mess with her. But I have plenty of underlings that you can mess with. Erik just kind of does the head turn behind him to his two new allies. And we work out of the city, which means there are thousands of people you could be messing with there.
Just a second, let me check something.
And while Erik is doing that, I just kind of pass a message and just tell him, it's like, hey, I can always send messages too, into his head.
You got to be within 120 feet of her. She's an
Oh,
hour's walk
you.
away.
I'm just telling you that. So, without making it look weird. I'm aware of the range. So.
as the creature before you transforms into a humanoid shape kind of similar to you. Okay, we have a deal. As it takes its hand out.
Erik looks at the dragon. I will put half the weight of gold into your treasure hoard. Where is it?
I can get there one at a time, at least. Just put it inside this stump.
Inside the stump. Okay.
Yeah. Because I'm not telling you where it is.
Fair enough. Just didn't want to force you to have to carry it. Looks at like 600 coins. That's a lot for you. I didn't want to do that for you. I was going to count it out for you, but that's fine.
So what's the message I have to relay?
Erik's going to tell him, all right, tell Karlika, that is her name, that the Fey Queen is under the oppression. The city is responsible for the undead in the forest. She responded by putting a fog down in self-defense. We are currently trying to find her. Please prepare an envoy with an ambassador from the city to be received.
Yeah, very well. I can do that for you.
Thank you. Also, hold on. Before you go, you got to let her know that you're working for me in partnership. So she also has to allow you access to the barracks so that way you can find somewhere to sleep if you don't want to stay in the forest.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Also, let her know I do not consider you a pet. You have every and full rights and coverage as any of my soldiers.
Soldier, huh? Fancy.
I will come up with a title for you. Don't worry about it. Trust me. You perform admirably in your duties enough, I will ensure that you will actually get full compliance rank, and he kind of leans into the dragon's ear. Payment for services beyond even what I can do.
I'll get on it right away. Roll 20's being stupid. Wonderful.
Alright, one last thing. Do you happen to know where the Fey Queen's at?
Ugh, that I don't.
Alright, do you know how to get to the next pixie? Without us having to, walk all the way back and through, because that's annoying.
Well, technically this is a safe passage. If you should be able to head back that way and then go north, I think.
Alright, perfect.
That's what you're gonna do?
Yep.
As he starts he transforms back into himself and starts flying off. You're gonna head north then? Go back?
Pretty much.
As you see, you're walking through here. See you. What was over there? Was it that stupid fairy dragon?
Yes, it was.
He's a jerk. He always plays tricks on us.
Erik just immediately turns toward the pigs. Yeah, I wonder how that feels.
She kind of cocks her head. Huh.
He just walks north.
Yep. Roll 20's roll 20 again. Go.
Erik, I want to play the game in the forest.
Do you want to play a game, huh?
No, I don't want to play the game. Will you just point us to the proper direction? That would be greatly appreciated, and I would love you forever.
Give me a persuasion check.
That's a 9. Could
Yeah,
that
it's
be an
that
advantage
way.
since we agree? I was saying, could it be an advantage since we agree?
Goes, yeah, it's that way.
Insight check.
If you believe me.
It's an insight check.
Inside
Well,
check.
that's the damn game, isn't it? That's the damn game, isn't it? Not finding you, it's, oh, it could be this way. Oh, it could be that way.
13. Much better.
This is
Go,
a
Erik.
wisdom check against a favorite enemy. Do I have advantage against it?
I don't really care. You would have beaten her. She's telling the truth. It's that way.
All right. Thank you. I love you forever.
He's blushing.
Insight check on that one.
One day I will marry you.
Gotta start-
You to make an insight
Hides her
check.
hands behind her face. Kind of embarrassed thing.
It's like, I don't need to make an insight check to know that's false information right there.
You don't know that. You don't understand Eric's kinks. Why you gotta be shaming, brah?
Well, here's the thing. Do you actually care? Does anybody care?
Anyone knows Erik. We all know.
Eh.
Eric said, I want to play the game in the forest.
Do you?
No, I don't, but I have to.
What kind of game do I want to play right now?
The quiet game.
The game of not showing us the direction to go. Eric's going to try and work some reverse psychology on this.
Oh boy.
They just like. Ugh. Sorry, just kind of giving Eric look like. I know we're on a mission and all, but I
So,
think we
see so
can't-
much
it's
time.
like, I thought
Answer
you were an
me
expert on
this
space bullshit.
riddle, then.
Riddle me this, Batman.
Okay, answer the riddle.
Which bow cannot be tied? Or if any of you are Google searching this, you're banned.
You don't
I'm
know
not.
this. How can you tell?
You can't see anything I do.
We don't have
Anyway.
our webcams on.
Which bow cannot be tied?
Yeah, I can roll an intelligence check to see if you can get a hint for it.
Yeah, might as well. Not gonna help me much. Yep, see, not gonna help me that much. It's
David
almost as-
Bowie.
Who? What? What does
Okay,
Ziggy
we
Stardust have to do with this?
22. 22.
You seem to recall it have something to do with some kind of... How would I say this? Refracting of light.
Rainbow.
There we go.
Sorry. Sorry to steal your thunder. It's just it just kind of clicked.
Yeah, right.
Very
just
well.
Like a rainbow. A rainbow.
Yeah, if you want to give that credit to Erik, since he's the one who actually got the hit.
Okay.
I
Very well.
don't want to
Head
be.
north.
I want to be that guy.
Dun, dun, dun. Da, 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 da.
Second, I gotta get something set up here.
Is it monsters? I bet it's monsters.
No, I forgot to put your character things on this new map. Like a moron. As a few feet forward, you come to a little cave in the like a chunk of dirt. I'm describing stuff terribly right now. Like you see a door, little cave that leads to a wooden hewn door in it. That seems to be kind of has a motif of falling leaves on it. You open the door?
Just turn around, walk away. No. Yes. Open the door.
Yeah. As you walk into this area, you see a couple hallways leading off to your left and right. As you go through another set of same kind of fall-themed doors, you come across a great hall. Out of the forest now. Let me turn that music off.
This hall is quite great. It's quite large.
So you walk in?
Yeah, we're not going left or right. We're just going straight ahead.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Yep.
We're here for the queen.
Yeah.
As you
Yeah,
come
look,
into
Eric's
this
the commander, so
hallway, this big,
let him make
opulent-looking
take
hall,
the plunge.
you see a bunch of kind of women and men that look like similar to elves that have like shirts and clothes and dresses made out of what seem to be like fallen leaves, golden, yellow, reds, browns, all the colors of fall. Sitting at the top, you see a giant, kind of really slender lady with that same kind of like reddish brown skin, kind of more elven features, but her eyes are kind of like all pure black and towering over everyone else in this area, as well as another one of the elfin-looking ladies kind of standing up there. Seems a little bit more higher stature than the rest of them. So you come to speak in audience with Her Majesty Arborea, Fey Queen of Autumn. Are you here to negotiate peace between us and your zombies?
Erik looks at the court manager, whatever she wants to call. Couple things. One, not our zombies, so technically we cannot negotiate peace between the zombies and the one who created the zombies because we weren't responsible for it. And two, yes, we have come to alleviate and rectify the misperception of the cause of the zombies.
You kind of see the big lady, the big Fey Queen, kind of looking back there. So, I was watching you as you went through my forest and played the games with my children. You scared one of my children more than you should have. You threatened her. Why should I believe you?
Erik, which one did we threaten?
You grabbed her when she wasn't expecting it and then threatened to take her against her will. Why should I believe you when you...
I didn't threaten her to take her against her will. If I threatened her, I would have forced her to do it. She said she couldn't, so I didn't.
Hey, step forward, and we meant no harm towards them. We were just seeking guidance throughout the forest.
If you are looking for an apology, I could certainly do that. I was getting frustrated with the game as we want to eliminate the undead from your forest. As one, we were not the cause of it, and two, the cause of it is something that we had to deal with a month ago, and Erik just gives her the I don't know shrug. We don't know where he's at either.
Give me a persuasion check.
Guidance. Be a
At
D4 on
13.
top of that.
Ugh. What a time to roll that. He kind of seems to... Because you can clearly tell this lady is angry. True, you did not harm the child of the forest. So, you seem to have knowledge about these zombies that I don't. What is the name of the man that so-called created them?
Erik gives her the name of the man.
Namek.
Namek.
Yeah, I just want to just kind of... Well, just... he says that kind of with scowl.
The king of the city just outside the forest was actually there at a conflict about a month ago. And
Emperor, not king.
Huh?
Emperor. He's an emperor.
Emperor. I'm sorry, Emperor. The Emperor himself took it upon him to address the issue of the undead about a month ago.
Yeah, you would know the king felled the lich that day.
Yeah. So we are in tandem with you in wanting to eliminate the threat of the undead. We were not the cause of it, as far as I know. That doesn't mean that there were some nefarious ways or means that people used to aid this person that may be associated with the city. But the city itself is vehemently against the practice of the undead arts.
Give me another persuasion check.
Do I have advantage on it since I won the first one and that she...
Yes, you do this time, I should say.
Okay. No, that's fine.
Roll high.
I'm always in the process of asking questions. 8.
Now, I'm just saying, if someone in this group had an ability to help him with that, since I kind of went before he could chime up.
Yeah. Just roll guidance over to this one since he didn't roll it.
9.
Well, that actually does get to the point, because I like I said, I went a little too fast and didn't give you the opportunity to chime up if you wanted to do that, Adrian, so that's on me. So speak up if you want to ever grant anyone that ability.
I thought I mentioned it loud enough to roll the D4 for guidance.
I didn't hear it, so.
Yeah, you have been intermitted with coming through on Discord tonight, so.
Meh.
Fair
enough.
Not your fault. So it's Discord.
I have a few things that are helpful, however, nothing's gonna help with that the other side of that roll, so me.
As she's sitting there thinking, this elven looking lady chimes up. My queen, these people are telling nothing but lies. Do you want me to deal with them so we can get on with our lives and deal with the rest of them that are in our midst?
If you want.
Erik steps forward. I sent the fairy dragon to send word to the city to bring ambassadors and envoys here to converse with you in hopes of rectifying the situation.
Give me a perception check on this one that kind of stepped in front of you.
Perception.
Is that for everybody?
Everybody, yeah.
8.
22. Wow. Huh. Yeah, good roll.
7. Nat
Yeah, so
20
yeah, both
plus
Ajax
3.
and Adrian definitely noticed this. She's got some, when you get a closer look at her, she's got some clear battle scars on her.
I kind of pipe in, like, where did those scars come from?
They were from one of the zombies. I lost a sister a month ago, and I am not happy about that.
Erik raises a hand. So, question. If the zombies were our doing, they would make it our allies. If they were our allies and we had command over them, why would we have killed 2 of them?
Give me persuasion. This is towards the elfin-looking lady.
14.
Because you notice she's had her sword out. She kind of sheathes it. Very well. You make a fair point there, I suppose.
Erik dutifully acknowledges her as she seemed like she's had combat experience. They were coming for our city too. It's understandable that you would be upset and distrustworthy of something that doesn't live in the forest. But I myself grew up in the forest with elves. They trained me to hunt dragons and Fey that have been not wrangled in and not controlled and crazed. And we don't want that to happen. Both from the city and myself. We don't want that. So please, allow us to have envoy and ambassadors for you to come and negotiate better than what I can. I'm a fighter, all right? I was tasked to find out what was going on in the forest because we were distressed over it between the undead and the fog.
Ugh.
We want to help you take care of the undead. And the only way we can do that is if the fog is lifted and we're allowed to help you eliminate them.
She's kind of, I've had enough of this, my queen. If you need me, I'll be in my quarters. But for now, I have to go cool off. You kind of see her stomp off.
It's happening. I do chime in and say that we did come across a wounded unicorn out there as well, which we helped dispel and heal the wound that was festering upon it.
Also, I've hired the fairy dragon to help me in my duties. He shouldn't be performing any tricks against your pixies wandering the forest anymore.
Yes, Zeke's was a nuisance. Thank you for... I did see you
Yeah, playing
converse
illusionary
with him.
games. Yeah, Eric's just deadpan like Ren from Ren and Stimpy stares. Yeah, playing those games is not fun and a nuisance when we're trying to help.
Yes, very well. I will meet with your envoys when I get the chance. It seems that we have been our sides have both been played a fool by this Namek fellow.
Excellent. As I said, I have already sent word toward my partner just to ensure that the ball was already rolling even before we had this conversation.
I do apologize for Miss Autumn's outburst here, as you did clearly state she lost her sister a month ago in the fighting.
Understandable, no offense taken.
And we weren't able to recover the body, and I fear the worst for that.
Erik kind of looks, just wondering, where was she lost at?
This was before I set up my mist trap, which I do at this point still have to leave that in place for obvious reasons. It doesn't really affect people of minor intelligence, as you can clearly see, but it helps keep the zombies at bay better.
Understandable. Then can I implore you to allow the pixies to open up the forest for the envoy, so that way they can just come to you directly.
Yes, I will send instructions to the children to allow safe passage for people for the time being.
But to my previous point, I was wondering if it was possible if someone could go recover the body for her.
Well, that's the thing. We tried. We can't find it.
Was it
Eric-
last? Where
Eric-
did you see the individual go towards? Maybe we
So the
can search
thing
it
was,
up.
there were non-zombies among the ranks. And I have a feeling they took the body with them. Which is part of the reason why we didn't trust the city. We thought you were the ones leading the zombies, since not everyone in there was.
Eric looks at the Fey Queen. Then, as a proponent of peace in an act of humility towards you and the forest, I offer you the services of myself and my company to find that body for you and avenge the death of Miss Autumn's family. You're going to have the best trackers and scouts the Empire has to offer.
I know she wants to find that body herself and lay it to rest, but yes, she should not go on that journey, because I think we both know what's happened to to her sister.
Probably reverted into a zombie or used for some sort of something, yes. But I will do my best to find out what happened with it, so that way there is at least some sort of closure.
Yes, it would probably be best, because I can see, kind of looks over at you two. You have the means to purify them, correct? At Ajax and Adrian.
Ajax would nod. Also, Ajax would come forward and kneel. My queen. I would say queen. I would like to make a request. I would like to
Proceed.
speak to your guard. I don't know what rank to refer to as, so I'm just gonna say that as to your queen's guard.
Yes, Queen's Guard would be an apt term for her.
I have also lost people to Namek and his undead hordes. Perhaps I could help. At least help give closure, help give confidence that we can do this task.
Knowing her, she is very stubborn and would not listen. Doesn't listen to me even.
I have a through Lord Remus, I can ensure I speak nothing but, and I can give a vow personally to her. This will be done.
I will
from one warrior to another.
I will pass the message on to her.
Eric like kind of reaches down. Okay, are you currently kneeling, Ajax?
Yeah, Ajax is currently kneeling.
Eric just kind of like reaches down and just kind of like starts pulling up. It's all right. She's got the third in command here for the Empire's scouts, so my word is essentially near akin to the Emperor's word.
But back to what I was asking your elf friend there. You kind of have the means to purify these kind of ilk, do you not?
I do have a way of turning the undead, but as far as purifying, I do not.
I could sense
Just trying to double check.
you two both had energies of the gods coursing through you. I know it's not everyone that has that ability has to do that, but I figured I'd ask. Anything just to make sure. If the body is in a shape that she should not see, please do not bring it back.
I don't have like a true resurrection or anything, so.
Well, not purify, basically remove all the corruption for it, so it's basically beyond being able to be resurrected again or anything.
I mean, Ajax does know he can. If given rest, you can cast a spell. You can cast funeral. You can do proper funeral rites as necessary.
Yeah, that's what she's referring to.
Yes. Ajax phases as much. It's like, yes, we can do the proper funeral rites. Just need to be aware of how your ways are, and it will be done.
Yes, whatever works would be best. So, I will keep the forest will not change its pattern. I change it every week or so. I will make sure to have a liaison to tell you the new path when it arrives. But this path, I just changed yesterday, so it should be good for about another week. If you want to make a map tracker for it for now.
Erik already's like, got it in my head. Don't worry about it. Yeah, that's about it. If you could point us in the direction where they took the body, that would be a good start, or at least where she fell.
Well, it was near the entrance at the time, and they took it out back the whence they came. So from there on, I honestly can't tell you because it's beyond my sight, as it was out of the Feywild.
If there was a battle, there will be evidence of a battle, and we can find it still.
Yes, I will say you know that there should have been a battle near the kind of where you entered the mist.
Yeah.
That would be your best place to search.
Yep. All right. Well, is there anything else that you need?
If I think of anything, I will be in touch.
All right. Well, we're Erik. You know, the man who is the complete ambassador and one that you want to send do conversations for. We're gonna get going. So, thanks. Kind of like bows nicely, but meekly, and
yes,
we're walking away.
You be glad you did save that unicorn. He did tell me what happened. I was just testing you.
Erik just blasely waves with his back. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Don't worry. We understand.
Very well then.
Yes.
I think that sounds like a good place to end this session for the night then as well.